Afternoon, a Butler County jury convicted Robbi Robinson Jr. of murder. The 26-year-old was charged with setting his father's fiancee on fire in 2023. Brenda Scott died a month later.
WCPO 9 News reporter Valerie Lyons has been covering this trial for us. Valerie, the jury didn't take long to reach a verdict.
No, Craig, just 2 hours, and they had 5 counts to consider, including aggravated murder, aggravated arson, and felonious assault. The jury found Robbi Robinson Jr. guilty of all 5. But that was just phase 1. Now they must determine whether Robinson deserves the death penalty. Calm and stoic, this now convicted killer stood and listened as the verdicts came down.
Found the defendant, Robbi Robinson, guilty.
Robbi Robinson Jr. guilty of capital murder, a conviction delivered 2 years after the 26-year-old set his father's fiancée on fire.
The state submits to you that the defendant at that time literally bottled up his anger in the form of ignitable liquids.
A Butler County jury found that in 2023, Robinson barged in on Brenda Scott while she was sleeping and punched her in the face. Then he poured accelerant on her, flipped a lighter, and set her on fire. Scott jumped from a second-story window to get away. A neighbor found her screaming on the ground.
She indicated that he set her on fire, and then she went into sort of repeating of the name.
Do you remember what that name was?
She kept saying Robbi Robinson.
That neighbor, Dennis Miller, was the one to call 911. He and more than a dozen other witnesses took the stand during the trial. But while prosecutors spent days on testimony and DNA evidence,
we had no questions for most of the witnesses.
The defense made no case, reserving an opening statement, taking all but 37 seconds to address the jury before it deliberated.
There are facts and evidence, there are interpretations of those facts, and there are arguments. And our plan is to give those facts and those interpretations and those arguments at a later date, okay? What we want is this part of the case to be over with. And as such, we have nothing further at this point. Thank you.
And that was that. Now, Brenda Scott's family sat through this trial. They were in the galley again today. I asked, but they declined to comment on the verdicts. The jury will return next Tuesday for the start of Robinson's sentencing phase. Reporting live in Hamilton, Valerie Lyons, WCPO 9 News.